Ma'am,
Hmm?
but score is not display over there.
Actually, the score is not displayed because here, whatever the theory questions were there, that need to
Mhm.
be checked manually. That's
Okay.
why score was not declared.
Okay. Okay.
Soon we will declare the score.
Okay, ma'am.
Remaining. So okay, let us start with the next topic. So this all operator we can go for the checking the set membership or set comparisons. Next, the next clause we are going to use is a test for empty relations. So here test for empty relations, this we are checking in order to check whether any output of inner query exists or not. Okay, so here this might be the condition that if consider we are it means we are going through the admission process and we are applying for the admission, and within that if consider the institutes it means policies that if nba is granted then admissions can be done. Okay, that is the consider condition. It means that here when it was granted, for how many, what is the score, that is not important. The condition is that it should be either true. If true, allow the admissions. It means that here existence of values based on some, it means conditions are based on existence of the values, irrespective how many values are there, whether just we are checking whether any there is any output exist or not. So okay, so here we are using the exist clause. Exist, yes, is there. So this will check whether there is any output existing for this. If there is output, this exist will reply the true, and hence the remaining conditions will get true and the output will be displayed. And if consider whatever inner query is there, that is a empty relation, there is no any single tuple into the output, then in that case exist will give as a false, and hence this condition will be treated along with the false, and hence the output will not be taken to the display. So this is the condition. For example, we might be willing that it means here we wanted to check whether there is any student who is having any marks CET score below 70 etc. Consider we are checking for those students who is having 70 marks or not. If not, if there is a student with 70 marks, then we are going for some extra procedure for the admission. If no, whatever the normal procedure is there, that we will follow. So in that case, if consider there is a existence of this value, then this will be given as a true. True, it means that there is a some value exist for this condition. If this is so, it means that there is no empty relation of this condition, and if it is empty, then this is treated as a false. So here exist clause is used in order to check this existence of the value. So this checks only for two values, true or false. If at least single tuple is there, this will be true, and if there is no any tuple, this set is 5, then in that case this will be treated as a false. So let us see the explanation. The SQL includes a feature for testing whether subquery has any tuples in its result. The exist construct returns the value true if argument subquery is non-empty. That is, at least single tuple is there. If single tuple is there, this will be give answer as a true, and hence it will also get applicable to these values, and then it will proceed with the answering. And reverse with that, if we are willing to have empty relation as desired output, then we can go for checking not exist also. It means instead of exist we can use not exist also. So let us see the next explanation. Test for absence of duplicate tuples. Okay, so here consider we are taking the IDs from the instructors, and any instructor has taught multiple courses, and within that we are getting the same ID repeatedly. Then in that case we can apply the unique clause also. So unique clause will take single ID only uniquely. So unique refers to a unique, a non-repeatable value. Okay, so a test for absence of duplicate tuples, we can check. SQL includes a Boolean function for testing whether a subquery has duplicate results in its result. The unique construct returns the value true if argument subquery contains no duplicate tuples. If consider whatever course ID we are getting, there is some multiple existence of this value or the ID is getting repeated. In that case, this unique will reply as a false, that this ID is getting unique and every output is not a unique output. So let us execute these queries. First we'll check for the empty relation. So okay, let us see what is the output of this inner query, and then we'll go for the outer query and check whether this the same condition is true. So okay, total there are 7 rows are there. So this whatever this query subquery is there. So this subquery contains s dot course ID. So yes refers to the outer query. That's why this was giving the error. So the thing is that we wanted to check whether there is any output existing for this, and this query was also a part saying that and yes dot course ID equal to t dot course ID. So this was giving the course ID. That's why I removed this condition, and here we displayed the all the contents. Okay, now let us see the complete query, whether we can execute this complete query or there is a true for this value. So there is only a single tuple CS101. So this was the another way to implement the uh, intersection. So intersection, this says that here find all the courses taught in both fall 2009 semester and in spring 2010 semester. So outer query was checking the existence of this value, and inner query was also checking existence of this value. Okay, so if consider we do not apply this condition, what if we do not apply this condition, let us check. So here we will remove this condition. Yes, these were the tuples which were satisfying the value. So if consider we previously removed the first condition, first subquery. So here if we remove this condition, this query is having some output, a valid output, non-empty result, because of which all the tuples which are satisfying this condition will be selected for the output. So let us see what is output of this. So right now, whatever this output is there, the same exactly output we will get there. CS 101, CS 347 and physics 101. Got the same output? So this says that here, whatever our previous case was there, previous condition, here and some output of query was there, and here exist this clause was there. So exist is going to check whether the output of this query is non-empty. Okay, if it is non-empty, then it is true, and hence this all conditions will become true. And if consider there is an empty output for this, okay, if there is an output, this is going to return false. Okay, so let us go for some false condition also. Let me display first section. Okay, all the entries are below 2010 only. Let us go for taking the year as 2011 or 10. So instead of taking this as year, we will take 2020. So right now there is no any input available for this condition. And let us check what is output. So right now here only course ID, this column is given and there is no any single output is there. Even though there are tuples which are satisfying this condition, fall 2009, this condition is satisfied by many tuples, but as the inner query is giving the output as null, that is a empty set, because of which this exist will return false, and hence even though these conditions are satisfied because of this false and these will not be added to the output. So okay, here by using the exist we are checking whether relation output is exist or not, or whether the relation is having or query is having some empty output or not. If it is non-empty, this will return true, and if it is empty, this will return false. Second one, test for the absence of duplicate tuples. So here unique, this value is chosen. So let us go for choosing this value. Let us first check what is output for the inner query. And we need year as 2009. So we will eliminate this condition as there is no T available. So simply r dot year, this will check. So right now there are total 7 rows are there. And here we are having repeated values CS101, CS, 190, 190, CS 190. Okay, this value is getting repeated. And now let us see the output of our query. Complete query. Let us see the output. Anybody, why I'm getting error at these keywords? Mm-hmm. Any idea what's happening? Why I'm getting error at these points? No, still we are having the problem in this query. So okay, let us leave this. Let me check once more how I can execute this. So absence of duplicate tuples. So this can be checked by using unique keyword. So unique refers to the always unique value that is non-repeatable. So most important thing is that unique can have null values. Okay, so null is allowed by the unique, and unique doesn't allow repeated. It means that two nulls are same. No, null it means that the value is unknown, and hence the first value and second value are always different. That's why here there are multiple null allowed in the unique, because here null it means that the value is unknown, so null is not taken as a default value or any value, etc. So simply null it means that the value is unknown, and that's why it allows for the null values also. So this is regarding the absence of duplicate tuples. So next, the next clause we are going to, the main thing we are going to learn is subqueries in the from clause. Okay, so SQL allows a subquery expression to be used in the from clause. The key concept applied here is that any select from where expression returns a relation as a result, and therefore can be inserted in another select from where anywhere that relation can appear. It means there are three main clauses, select, from, and where. So output of these three clauses together is always a relation. So wherever relation can be there this subquery can be there. So subqueries or inner queries refers to always a select query, and that's why this can appear into the any clauses of the select, from, and where. So wherever relation name can appear, there it can appear as a query. Okay, so right now we are learning to the scenario that is a subqueries in the from clause. So this one is one of the queries. Find the average instructors salaries of those departments where average salary is greater than 42,000. Okay, so here the first thing is that average salary is greater than 42,000. So first we need to calculate the average salaries of each departments, and wherever there is a salary greater than 42,000, we can take that department as a output. So okay, so here the query is written: select department name and average salary as AVJ salary. So here from instructor, so here we need average salary as department wise. We do not need average salary to be a single value. We want this average salaries to be as per the department. That's why here a grouping is done. Okay, group by department name. So let us execute this query first. Select department name average salary as AVJ salary. Okay, this is the query. Select department name and average salary as average salary from instructor relation, and group by department name. So here total there are 7 departments are there, and these are the average salaries of the each department. Now here the condition we need it is that the average salary of the department should be greater than the 42,000. Okay, so it means that here first we need to take the average salaries of every department, and then we can apply the condition. The same is done here, but the thing is that here the condition of this query is there. This is taken as a input query. Okay, So it means that this query producing department wise average salary, this is taken as a desired input to the SQL query. So right now, whatever this query is there, this is acting as a relation name here. Relation is nothing but a output of some query, and the same query we have applied here. Now again select department name average salary from this table where average salary is greater than 42,000. So let us apply this condition. So here right now we are having the subquery as part of from clause, and in the from clause we have taken this subquery, and then we check whether average salary is greater than 42,000. Okay, so here whatever average salary is there, this is taken as name as avj underscore salary. The same name I have applied here. Yes, we got the same output. Department wise average salaries and average salaries are greater than $42,000. Done?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
can you explain once again?
Yes. Okay, here the thing is that we are learning about the inner queries. Okay, inner queries. Okay, first I will execute the inner query. So, okay, this is my inner query. Okay, I wanted to list all the departments with their average salary. Okay, so department wise average salary we wanted to display. That's why here we applied group by on the department name. Okay, so let us see the output of this query. Up to this part, are you clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Up to this, I'm clear.
Oh, okay. Now here, this output is input to some another query. Okay. Here we are willing to have whatever this output is there from this result. We wanted to filter out result based on the average salary value. Okay. Whatever this column is there. So average salary. So within that, my condition is that this value should be always greater than 42,000. Okay, so here it means condition is based on the output of some query. This is not any normal column is there in our table. In our table there is no any column with the average salary, but this is acting as a output of some query. That's why here we have written the inner query. So this was my inner query, so where I have listed the average salary, and on this output of some query I wanted to apply some condition that this value should be greater than 42,000. Okay, and that's why here whatever this output is there, this is taken as a input. Okay, input it means that there is no any physical existence for this output is there. That's why what we will do, whatever this query is there, the right now whatever we have executed, so we know that there are three clauses in the SQL query. Select from, sorry, from, and we are having where clause. Okay, these are the three clauses available. So now Here, where my relation is input here out of these three clauses, to the from clause. Okay, to the from clause, we are passing some relation as input, and on that relation, on any of the column, we are passing the condition. And here we are displaying the those things which we wanted to display. But here, from, whether my relation is any normal relation, no, my relation cannot be right now. Whatever the desired output is there, that is not stored any of the relation. That's why instead of giving the relation or any normal relation like instructor, etc., in any of these relations, I don't have desired input. So we will go for some inner query. Okay, so whatever this inner query is there, this always gives us the relation as output, and this relation either we can rename or we can go for keeping the same name as it is, but I will go for the rename as T. Okay, so whatever this inner query is there, inner query will generate some output, just now we have seen, and this output is acting as a input as a relation name. म्हणजे मला असं नाही की हे रिलेशन पुन्हा लागणार आहे म्हणून मी स्टोअर केलं किंवा अशीच रिलेशन एखादी क्रिएट केली त्याच्यामध्ये असं असं लिहिलं. No, this can be any hardly any statement where I need this complex output, etc. So it means I will not waste my much more space, etc. So what I will do, I will directly write this query as input to the relation. म्हणजे एखाद्या क्वेरीचं आउटपुट जर माझं इनपुट असेल तर मग मी डायरेक्टली ती क्वेरीज इथं ॲज अ इनपुट म्हणून देणार. ती क्वेरी मी रिनेम केली ॲज अ टी म्हणून. अँड विथिन दॅट टी माझे दोन कॉलम आहेत. एक डिपार्टमेंट नेम आणि दुसरा कॉलम आहे ॲव्हरेज सॅलरी. तो रिनेम केलाय ॲव्हरेज सॅलरी ह्या कॉलमला, आणि मला कंडिशन अप्लाय करायचे या कॉलमवर. ओके, देर आर राईट नाव टू कॉलम्स आर देअर इन टू द सिलेक्ट क्लॉज. ओके, आता सध्या सिलेक्ट फ्रॉम अँड ग्रुप बाय आर देअर वेअर क्लॉज इज नॉट देअर. So there are only two columns into the select clause, department name and average salary. Again, average salary is renamed as avj underscore salary, and my predicate is based on this attribute. Okay, so here you have renamed this output of query as T. Either you can use directly the avj underscore salary is greater than $42,000, or we can go for writing like T dot average salary. Okay, in this way also we can write. Either we can use the table name or either we can use this column directly also. And then again we wanted to list department name and average salary. Okay, so now let us see whether we are getting the same output. Yes, still there are only 6 rows, only 40,000. There is one department with the input average salary as 40,000. That we eliminated, and remaining all tuples will be there into the output. So I will rewrite this query. Please go through this and let me know still if you are facing problem with the query. Okay, so this is the select clause, this is the from clause, and where done. Take a minute to review this query. And let me know still if you are facing any problem. Done. May I move further?
Ma'am,
Uh,
means my question is that we are selecting means we are specifying in the from clause means in the subquery of from we
huh,
are specifying from where we are selecting like from instructor
huh,
means the outer query select department name and average salary
huh,
directly we are means select means uh, what I thought means this query is clear to me like inner query.
huh.
Uh, so why we are not using here select department name average salary of means from after the from why we are not giving the instructor directly we are passing the where condition.
You are saying that here instead of this query, why don't we give the instructor as name?
No, no, ma'am.
Then
There is a no
no,
issue in inner query from to T. Okay, only first line and fifth line.
only first line and fifth line are sufficient. In that way, you're saying.
No, ma'am.
Okay, let us go for. It means you wish that I should write here instructor.
No, no.
Then.
मग मला काय म्हणायचंय तिथं आहे ना
Uh,
डिपार्टमेंट नेम सॅलरी इनर क्वेरी सिलेक्ट इनर क्वेरी मध्ये काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही ते इन्स्ट्रक्टर मधून सिलेक्ट करणार ओके
huh,
मीन्स ते जर आउटपुट पण मला कळालं एक्झॅक्टली काय येतं आणि ते ऍज अ
huh,
टी रिप्रेझेंट केलं ते पण कळालं मला पण
huh,
सिलेक्ट डिपार्टमेंट नेम एव्हरेज सॅलरी ओके हे
huh,
इनर एक्झिक्यूट केलं मग आहे
huh.
ना मग मला हे कळेना की मीन्स आपण आउटर क्वेरीला हेच दिलं नाहीये की कुठून सिलेक्ट करायचंय ते
म्हणजे कुठल्या रिलेशन मधून घ्यायचंय असं तुम्ही म्हणताय का?
हा म्हणजे असं इथं असं का दिलं नाही सिलेक्ट डिपार्टमेंट नेम एव्हरेज सॅलरी इथं फ्रॉम हे एक्झिक्यूट केलं ओके मग
हा.
इन्स्ट्रक्टर का दिलं नाही ह्या ह्याच्यानंतर की मग ते डायरेक्टली वेअर कंडिशन पास केली आहे
Okay, okay, okay. And now I got it.
हम्म.
So you are saying that there is it means you know the input of inner query, output of inner query. Okay.
या
And you are saying that there is no table given as input to this query, outer.
हा या नो
Huh.
टेबल इज गिवन
No. Now my question is that here in the from clause, I told you that this always takes a relation as input. Okay.
या
From clause always takes a relation as input. I will copy this query. Okay. Now here, if consider if from clause is empty, it means my question is that why don't you accept this whatever this query is there? Okay, inner query. Okay, this is my inner query. Go output. What is this right now?
इट इज एव्हरेज सॅलरी मॅम ऑफ ऑल
Average
डिपार्ट
salaries is there, but my question is what is the output? Is it not a relation?
या मॅम इज इट अ रिलेशन
It is a relation. And from this relation, okay, from this relation we on this relation we wanted to apply some condition. Okay, here the thing is that here if I begin to write query, it means whatever right now my desired statement is that find the average instructor salaries of those departments. Okay, it means that here we need to perform grouping on the departments where average salary is greater than 42,000. Okay, this is the condition. It means that here we need to find the average salaries also, and that to department wise. It means that whatever this query I have written previously, okay, this query finds out department wise average salaries. Okay, but whatever this output is there, on this output also we wanted to apply some condition. म्हणजे असं नाही की फक्त हे माझं आउटपुट आहे, मला या आउटपुटवर परत कंडिशन अप्लाय करायची आहे. That's why whatever this query's output is there, we are taking this output with the table as a T. Okay, so whatever this query we have written, select from and where, So okay, whatever this query is there, so within that, whatever this query is there, this query's output is always a relation. Any select query output is always a relation. Even though there is not any physical existence available, म्हणजे असं नाही की या क्वेरीचं आउटपुट माझं नेहमी सेव्ह राहतं, नाही. ती क्वेरी म्हणजे या क्वेरीचं आउटपुट फक्त या क्वेरी पुरतच माझं ॲज अ रिलेशन म्हणून काम करणार. अँड दॅट रिलेशन आय हॅव नेम्ड ॲज अ टी. म्हणजे ही रिलेशन जे काय माझे इनर क्वेरीचं जे आउटपुट आहे ती एक रिलेशन प्रोड्यूस करते आणि त्या रिलेशनला मी टी असं नाव दिलेलं आहे. आणि ज्यावेळेस मी फ्रॉम क्लॉज मध्ये हे लिहिते म्हणजे अशी क्वेरी, त्यावेळेस ती क्वेरी माझं रिलेशनचं रिप्लेस करते. इट मीन्स दिस इज नथिंग बट अ रिलेशन. ओके, सो वॉट एव्हर दिस आय एम रायटिंग, दिस इज अ रिलेशन. हे कम्प्लीट माझं एक रिलेशन आहे. जोपर्यंत मी फ्रॉम क्लॉजला एखादी रिलेशन देत नाही तोपर्यंत तो एक्झिक्यूटच होणार नाही, म्हणजे क्वेरीज एक्झिक्यूट होणार नाही. सो वॉट एव्हर दिस इज देअर इनर क्वेरी, त्या इनर क्वेरीचं आउटपुट म्हणजे एक रिलेशनच होती. अँड दॅट्स वाय हिअर जर मी त्या रिलेशनला ॲज अ टी म्हणून जर नाव दिलं, हे टेम्पररीच आहे फक्त. म्हणजे या क्वेरीचं आउटपुट ही टेम्पररी, हे नाव पण टेम्पररी, फक्त या क्वेरी पुरतं. अँड देन मग आता या, मग तुम्ही म्हणाल की या टेबलमध्ये मग नावं काय, की कुठले कुठले कॉलम आहेत. हो, इन दिस रिलेशन वी आर हॅव्हिंग द टेबल नेम ॲज डिपार्टमेंट नेम, सॉरी कॉलम नेम ॲज डिपार्टमेंट नेम. देर आर ओनली टू रिलेशन, म्हणजे प्रिव्हियस क्वेरी जी काय आता आपण एक्झिक्यूट केली क्वेरी. So okay, whatever this query is there, this query contains two columns, department name and average salary, and there are total seven records are there. Okay, it means that for a table I need columns and rows. But what is the name of the table? No, there is not any physical existence for this table, but this is a relation. म्हणजे हा टेबल आहे पण त्याला फिजिकल एक्झिस्टन्स नाही आहे. दिस इज अ आउटपुट ऑफ सम क्वेरी. And that's why whenever we are writing this query as input, त्यावेळेस मी तीच क्वेरी एखाद्या फ्रॉम क्लॉजला देते, त्यावेळेस ती ॲज अ रिलेशन म्हणून ट्रीट केली जाते. इवन दो आय एम नॉट गिविंग दिस ॲज अ नेम टी डॉट ॲव्हरेज ऑर समथिंग लाईक दॅट, स्टील इट ॲक्सेप्ट्स. म्हणजे जे काय माझ्या या क्वेरीचं आउटपुट आहे त्याच्यामध्ये दोन कॉलम आहेत, डिपार्टमेंट नेम आणि ॲव्हरेज सॅलरी. मग तुम्ही डिपार्टमेंट नेमवर कंडिशन अप्लाय करा, ॲव्हरेज सॅलरीवर करा, नो प्रॉब्लेम. Here and average salary is greater than 42,000, then in that case this will, whatever the output of this query is there are two columns, it will apply this condition and will list remaining tuples into the output. Let us consider we will take this, instead of 42,000 let us take 65,000. Okay, and check what is the output. What gone wrong? Right syntax to use. Limit 25 as D. Let us rename this. Yes, this is giving me here name of the table is necessary for this PHP my admin, department name and average salary. Then it gives me the output. Am I answered your question?
Yeah, ma'am, it is answer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your reply doesn't reflect that.
No, ma'am, no. It is clear now. It is clear to me. Means
Uh,
I doesn't consider any relation. I
huh.
consider separate relation here. That's why it calls means
No,
it
no, no.
covered me.
Output of a query is also relation, and that we are giving it as a relation for the from clause.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Still,
Now,
anybody else is having any doubt? Anybody else? No. Now let us move to the next condition. Okay, this one is done. So up to now we were dealing with the select clause only. So now we are going for the modifications of the database. So here, more DML queries, within that we are having a difference is that DML queries, it means that we are performing some changes. It means that previously four values are there, now fives are there, or three were there, or some row or column is getting affected. So select query is used only for the reading the data, and modifications of the database at least change a single row. Okay, so modifications to the database, there are three queries are there which perform modifications to the database: insert, update, and delete. Okay, so let us see this query one by one. So first query is regarding deletion. So syntax: delete from R where P. Okay, so this delete from, this is a fixed keywords are there. So delete keyword is used. From accepts this as a relation name, and where clause, again within that delete from is compulsory clauses, and where clause is also optional. So those tuples which are satisfying this P as a predicate, P stands for the predicate, those all tuples will be get removed. And here make this clear that here we cannot change the value, or we cannot delete the value of any column, etc. Whenever we are performing the deletion, this refers to a complete row or complete record into a database. Whenever we are performing the delete, the condition satisfied by any row, that complete row will be get removed. Okay, so here we are not deleting any column or any one or two columns value. Always a complete record or complete tuple will get deleted. So okay, let us read this. Delete all tuples in the instructor relation pertaining to the instructors in the finance department. So okay, so here we wanted to delete the instructors all details from the finance department. So then we can apply the predicate department name equal to finance and delete from instructor. So just like we are having the select from and where, same is there, delete from relation name and where. So here don't try to use star etc or column name etc. This is very dangerous to use such words, that is star or any column name etc. So let us apply this query. First, let us see which are the contents into the instructor. So total there are 12 records are there. So there are two instructors are there in the finance relation, finance department, Wu and Singh. Let us so okay, right now we wanted to delete two records. Delete from instructor where department name equal to finance. Let us execute this query. So two rows affected. So let us see which are the rows getting deleted. So there is no Wu record is there and neither Singh record is there, and total there are 10 records are there. Previously 10 were there. Now sorry, previously 12 were there. Right now there are only 10 records are there. Okay. So I will undo the changes done by me. Why we couldn't go for the finance? Now there are no rows deleting as we have deleted this record. Okay, so this is a delete query. So again, we can have many forms of the delete. So whatever these conditions are there, where select, it means where clause into the delete, select, update, etc. It can apply the any operators, just like less than, greater than, comparison operator, between operator, like operator. These operators we can use anywhere into the any form of the query, not only for the reading the data, but we can use this for deleting the data as well as updating the data, or applying the predicate in delete and update query also. So here one more example is there. Delete all the instructors with a salary between $13,000 and 15,000. So here we can use the between operator, which will choose this as the inclusive values and delete all the records. So let us see whether any existing record is available for this.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm sorry for interruption, but delete if you we will give like a delete from instructor means it will delete all the means data from the table.
Yes, yes. Delete
Huh.
from
Then
instructor.
then structure remain as it is.
Yes, yes. Structure remains
Then
as it is.
what is the difference between means truncate command and these command work like similar means it gives similar result.
Yes. Actually, thing is that there are. Okay, I will come to this point. So there
And
is a
truncate is
cons-
also delete all the rows from the table.
what?
What truncate command does, it will delete all the rows from the
Huh.
table.
Yes.
Then so means
Okay, I'm
both are
coming to this
same or
point.
different.
Okay, I will show you the difference. Department name equal to music. Okay, I wanted to delete this record. So let us go for the execution. Okay. So right now one row deleted. So let us see the instructor relation. Now there are total 9 records are there. Okay. So now if we consider, if we executed rollback, okay, empty result set 0 rows affected. How many records are there right now? Total 9 records are there. One record for the music got deleted. Actually, I cannot show here. Why I don't know. Rollback is not useful here. Wait a minute. Okay, this is not working here. I will explain you manually. So in case of SQL, there is a function called undo is there. So okay, by default, whenever we are executing the queries, each time the DML query saves its output by itself. It means automatically the output will get saved. So here there is one variable. Actually, this is a variable available into the SQL, that is a auto commit. By default this is set to the 1. Okay, so 1 it means that whenever I am executing insert, update, delete, etc., so this will save the output automatically. And commit it means that to save the data. And if consider we are executing the transaction, it means that where set of statements performs my single operation, just like I wanted to transfer some amount from one account to the another, and first account got debited, and before getting credit to the second, some power failure occur. In that case, we may think that whatever the previous transaction we executed on the first account, it should get undo. So undo in the transaction in the database, it means a rollback. Okay, rollback it means that whatever the previous statements were there, undo the effect of those. And hence, if consider we wanted to complete the transaction, we can use the commit. Okay, this was the part actually available into the sixth chapter, that is a transaction. But here remember that whatever rollback is there, it only means undo the changes. Okay, and whatever auto commit variable is there, we can set this to the 0 and allow to not to save the changes automatically. Whenever we are calling the commit, at this point only you should save the changes. So here difference between delete and truncate is that here delete can be rolled back, but truncate cannot be rolled back. Okay, whatever the changes done by delete is there, that we can roll back or undo the changes. If right now I have deleted 2 rows, we can roll back and get those 2 rows which we have deleted, but truncate cannot be rolled back. Undo, that is a rollback, doesn't affect the truncate will simply delete. It means remove or free up the space. In case of delete, it doesn't free the space, and that's why even though we have rolled back, still these changes can be visible to us. Okay, that is the difference between truncate and delete is there. Right now I don't know why this auto commit and rollback is not working here. This can be worked on your MySQL command prompt. Let me check whether online any terminal is available. Is this visible? Actually, why am I was unable to see? Wait just for a minute. Let me show you this. Mm, mm. Rex texture you can use. So here just put the semicolon or you can remove this. So create, so here it always for the MySQL. You can choose MySQL or any other. So vertically sufficient table. Yes, role int name varchar 20. So here, once you created the table, just remove this query because it will go on creating the same query set repeatedly. Insert into S2 values. So I'm having roll number, consider 1, name E, 2 with roll number B, and 3 with roll number C. Let us see. Okay, set auto commit equal to 0. So this will change, this will not save all the values automatically. So if we consider delete from S2 values, okay, values and sorry, delete from S2 where roll number consider roll equal to 2. Okay, this record I am willing to delete. So after that select star from S2 and again we perform the rollback. After the rollback, again perform the select star from S2. Okay, delete. Instead of deleting a single record, will delete all the records.
Ma'am,
Ah, yes.
on client command line also it will show like 0 rows affected.
Yes. Okay, let me check here.
Means in means I created one database. In that
Hmm.
database there are tables.
Hmm.
I uh, means delete from student. I deleted all the data. Then I
Hmm.
just type rollback. Then 0 row affected. It shows.
After rollback also.
Yeah. Now just right now just I checked.
Have you set your auto commit to 0?
Hmm.
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Why it is not showing the output? Why it is not showing select star from S2? Only this command is getting executed. I don't know understand why it is not accepting insert into table name values. And if we pass roll number as 1 and now one record got inserted. Okay, I will limit to this only one record only. So if consider here we are performing delete. Okay, before delete, let us perform the auto commit. Set auto commit equal to 0. Okay, it means that automatically the changes will not be get saved. So we will perform the insert into yes2 values, and one more value we will insert 2, and let us take we will insert value like CDE and limit this record, then perform the select star from S2. Okay, and then we will go for the delete. Okay, delete from S2, and after that we will roll back the records. Okay, roll back, this it means that we are performing. So okay, here you can see uh, 3 times we have deleted. No, 3 times we have displayed. After the rollback, one more record we will insert. Insert into yes2 values, and we will insert the value like 3 and CVB Okay, here we will call for the commit. Commit. Actually, problem is with the rollback. We are having only one record. Actually, for the rollback, there is some difference. Here, whenever we are performing the commit, this will save the changes of this first and second record. But whenever we are performing the deletion, this will delete all the records, and because of which this statement will not have any output. And because again, when we perform this insertion, we will get this insertion done, and here it should display the all the records. Why it is not displaying for the third? At line 2, where again we are having this problem.
Ma'am.
Hmm.
Uh, Means after the rollback, when we are displaying the table,
Hmm.
means it means it is showing right output, means zero rows affected. That means query is okay, and uh, just now I'm perform the rollback operation.
A rollback. After that, have you performed select?
Huh.
Select is showing the deleted rows.
After, ma'am, first of all, I means inserted two record, and after that I set auto commit to zero. After
Hmm.
that I delete that, means delete from query. Then
Hmm.
what I did then, uh, I show, means what I was shown the actual table, there is a no value. I perform the rollback again. I select star from query.
Hmm. Then it is showing the all the values.
Yeah, it's showing.
It means whatever deleted were there, that also it was showing.
Yeah, there are
That was
only
the concept of rollback. But why it is not showing there here?
I also tried a lot, because at the starting I set auto commit as a one. After that, means I shown in your screen means there is a zero value assigned to auto commit.
Hmm. Okay, let
Now
us run this. Now it is showing. So let me check this. After the insertion, I will go for the delete. Delete from S2. So after that, it should show me all the records. So first and second record is also got deleted. After that, let us perform the rollback. After the rollback, let us see how it displays the value. There is a problem with the rollback. Select
ma'am,
star
have you
from
called
S2.
commit, means
No, commit I removed.
I called the commit again.
Here, after this rollback.
No, where I called, okay. Means after setting the commit value as a zero, after that immediately again I call commit.
Commit it means that you are saving the values.
Yeah.
Then? saving the value, it means that you are saving the deleted values again. Still there is only one record. Only one record is there. Actually, the theme is that when we set auto commit equal to 0, so even though we are deleting the record, still it preserves the record. It will not free up the space, whatever we are using. And whenever we call rollback, okay, actually it is rolled back. No, it should be a rollback only. So rollback, it will undo the changes done by the delete, insert, update, delete, etc. Here we are calling the insert here, and that's why effect of this insert also will not be shown. And here this record already got committed, and because of this record will also remain true, and hence this is shown here. And because of deletion, this record also will be get deleted. Select star from S2, so this will display null values. Okay, so here if we display select after rollback or after delete, okay, and here we will call for the select after commit. Okay, so let us see which other values are getting displayed. So after commit and after commit, we are getting three values: role name and three CVV. So after delete, we don't have any values to be displayed because here rollback doesn't work properly. This should undo the changes of insertion as well as deletion. Okay, and our record is not shown here, 1 ABC etc. This record should actually preserve here, and after commit
My
it should show the display. Huh?
rollback is properly working on only client command line.
Working properly.
Yeah, it's
Here
working properly.
also previously I have shown demo into the previous batches. I don't know why here it is not working. I used previously also. So the difference between delete and truncate is that if instead of delete, if we use truncate, rollback is useless. Okay, and that's why truncate is included into DDL command. DDL commands cannot be rolled back, but DML commands can be rolled back, and that's why delete will not free up the space. Truncate deletes the records, and whatever space is there, it is also freed, and that's why we cannot undo the changes done by the truncate. And again, another difference is that delete is conditional, truncate is unconditional. Here simply you need to write truncate S2. So this this will free up the space of hold by the ES2 all records. Okay, that is the difference between delete and truncate. Done. Okay, shall I move to the next topic now? Have you
Yeah,
understood the
ma'am.
difference?
Yeah, ma'am. It is clear.
Uh-huh. Actually, this part usually I am covering into the transaction chapter, and there only we need to differentiate between the delete and truncate. But this can be a part of SQL, this syllabus also, SQL chapter. Now let us move to the next command, insertion. So insert into table name values, and there we can pass the tuple. So here we can pass the column list also if we are willing to insert values for few of the columns. And if we are inserting values for every column, then we can skip this column list, and this should be always in the same order as that of the table. But if we are giving the value, then we can eliminate. It means we can if right now the sequence of columns is course id, title and department and credits, and we wanted to give the random values, then also it is mandatory to give the column list. So insertion command also we have seen already. Next, we want to make each student in the music department who has earned 144 credit hours an instructor into the music department with salary of 18,000. Okay, so here we wanted to say that each make each student into the music department. Okay, here we are willing to manipulate the data of music department who has earned more than 144 credit hours, whose credit hours is more than 144, that should be made as a instructor in the music department with salary of 18,000. So okay, here the case is that we are having some students into the music department, and those who are having credit scored 154, they should be entered as an instructor also. Okay, so that's why here this is a sample of nested query but into the insert query. Okay, so here we are writing insert. The first thing is that we need to select those students who are having credit more than 154. So here first we should select where department name equal to music, those students we are selecting from student, and here we are giving them id, whatever id is there, that in department, that id we are passing. Department name music is there, so it means by default the music department it will assign, or the same department name we can assign. And we wanted to make their salary as 18,000. Okay, so 18,000 salary, department name as music, and whatever the id of student is there, the same id of instructor they will get, but the total credit value should be greater than 144. So here this is a inner query and this is a outer query. Okay, so this is a example of nested queries into the insert clause, insert query. So please go through this query and let me know what is the difficulty. So here generally we are having the format as insert into instructor. So when if consider we are having data available into some of the table, it means that consider there is one table, table 1 is there, and from this table few columns we wanted to take, and those columns should be added into the table 2. In that case we can use this type of the query. We cannot go on inserting the query, we cannot go on inserting the tuples, reading the value and then writing into the query, etc. So instead of that we can use this form of the query. So here not every record of the table 1 we are willing to pass to the table 2, but here we wanted to apply some predicate on the table 1 contents. Here predicate is that the department name should be music and credit should be more than 144, and table 1 is a student table. Okay, and table 2 is a instructor relation. Okay, माझ्याकडे जे काही स्टुडंट आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये काही मला टीचर्स करायच्यात, इन्स्ट्रक्टर करायचे. सो इन दॅट केस वी कॅन यूज दिस, and here we can apply the predicate onto the student relation and then copy those values into instructor relation. So generally we are having the form of the query as insert into table name, table name, column list and values. Okay, sorry. values. So, and here we are passing the set of the values. But here values we are not inserting any runtime value, and column list as I'm inserting value for every column. So this list is also optional, and instead of values, this concept or this is replaced by some select query. Okay, so here we are writing some select query, selecting those records from the table 1 we are writing and which are satisfying the condition, those we are putting into this query. So the same concept is explained here. Right now I don't have the database of students and neither have the record of music because just now I performed deletion. So at this moment I cannot execute this query, but please go through this query. So now the third query, update. Update it means that here we are not adding any new record into a database but changing the values of existing record. Okay, just like right now my address belongs to Pandharpur and from Pandharpur I shifted to some another place. In that case, address, whatever this attribute is there, for that purpose I wanted to change the value. So here changing the value, it means that whatever the number of rows are there, number of records are there, that will remain same. Only one or more columns can be changed the value. So update it means that we are performing modifications to the existing records. So here just like this year the management decided to give raise of uh, 5% to every salary, then we in that case we can raise this by using this formula, update instructor set salary equal to salary multiplied by 1.05. 1 it means that existing value plus 0.5, that is a 5%. So we can execute this query, update instructor. So let us see the existing records. So each one is having salary 65,000, 60, 75. These are the value sets. So let us execute our query, update query. So we are not, uh, it means where clause we have not applied. Here also we can pass the where clause, update instructor set. It means just like we are having the three clauses select, from and where. Here also we can have compulsory two clauses, update and set. And last one you can apply the where clause also. But right now this query let us execute without where clause. Go. So this unconditionally changes all the rows and let us go for select. So now we can see the disturbance into the values. So previously value was 92,000, here 65,000, and this value got changed as 5%. So 65,000, let us calculate what is the, whether calculations are correct. 65,000 multiplied by 1.05 equal to 68,250, and the same output we have got here, 68,250, 250. Okay, done. So this will perform the simple arithmetics also. update. So this is one of the updates of conditional. So this is unconditional update. We had not passed any predicate, and if you wanted to pass the predicate, we can update set and where clause. So in the set, we can change more than one columns also separated by the comma. So now here we stop this, because whatever the next topic is there, this is much more longer, and hence we cannot may not be able to cover this topic, not even introduction also. So today we repeated this concept, set membership and set comparisons. Next we started testing for the empty relations by using the exist. So exist, this will return true if there is any valid output for the inner query. It returns false if there is no output of query. Next, unique will check whether unique values are there or out of this query. If so, true, else it will give the false. Next, subquery into from clause we have started. So for this also we have executed the query, finding the average salaries of instructors whose department average is greater than 42,000. So this query we have executed. Next, we studied modifications of the database. So these modifications we can perform by using three queries: deletion, insertion and updation. So deletion, we can delete the query. Delete can be conditional or unconditional. So delete is going to delete a complete row. Insertion will insert the new record. If we are having the few value set, we can insert, or we can insert the records from some another relation also. Then update query we have seen, performing changes to the one or more columns within a existing table. So this will not add extra records, but this will change the existing values into the table. So any queries today? Any